Yes, guys, yes, here I am with a very special guest, as you said, with Hans Niemann, who just finished his game in a draw against Wesley So with black pieces today. First of all, Hans, welcome to St. Louis Chess Club New Studio. How do you feel about the first round and the result?
Yeah, it was very smooth. Good preparation, and he went into a blitz game he had played against Ali Reza in Norway Chess Blitz, which I don't think he remembered, so yeah. It's just liquidated quite easily, so that's how classical chess can be sometimes, but Wesley's a very strong player, so it's a great result.
Yeah, I paid attention in the previous events that you have really good relations with Wesley. You are always joking before the rounds, and I think today was not an exception. Tell me a little bit more about your colleague, and what do you think about him as a player?
Well, you know, it started with him saying that I'm the most disrespectful teenager in chess, and I think ever since then, we've played a bit more. I've gotten good results, so maybe at least he still thinks I'm disrespectful, but he respects my chess. That's that's all that matters. No, Wesley is a great player. He's a friendly guy, so I'm quite as an American compatriot, so I don't have any ill will towards chess players, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And today was a very special day. We have such a great weather in St. Louis. It's sunny and it's warm. And today the sun somehow was affected your game. So tell us a little bit about this moment and like what happened.
Yeah, the weather is great. I've been going on some walks. It was coming from above, and I didn't realize until I realized that there was a window or like skylight or something. Mm-hmm. And Chris, with valiance and in a very admirable fashion, put an umbrella. And honestly, it made me feel like I was the president of a small country, because usually you have your security team that anywhere you go, they make sure that not a drop of rain gets on you. So I was very flattered by the hospitality of the St. Louis Chess Club, especially Chris, because usually you see it in the movies that a politician will have a team of people with umbrellas. So this was obviously a little bit awkward, but it was just a quick fix until I could hear them on the roof.
Fixing something.
No, they just covered the window, which it was very quick. So.
Absolutely. So who knows, maybe one day this is what will happen to you, some security with umbrellas. Hans, you never know.
Yeah, no, I've had security before. I had security for one tournament, but they didn't go the extra mile, and it was quite this was free, so I suppose maybe Chris has a secondary job as a security guard. He seems quite talented.
Yeah, and also, can you speak a little bit about the reaction of the players around your game? Like, did you see them checking?
No, obviously Wesley paused the clock, and he wouldn't want the game to go on any longer because if it's paused for 10 minutes, both players get to think. So it was a temporary solution. Obviously, it's quite funny. You've never seen something like this before. That it's sort of like in the movies. Like there's this movie with the royal family of England, and you have like a butler on standby just holding the umbrella. Like it felt it felt a bit weird, but yeah, it's a funny photo for sure. And I could imagine that if you showed this to a non-chess player, they would be quite baffled and unable to decipher what exactly the meaning of the umbrella is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe we should check it with someone. And I wanted to ask you, you went really, this year was really important for you. You climbed to 16th position in the rating list. Like, how was it for you? How do you feel right now being at this spot?
Well, yeah, no, I haven't played much classical chess, to be honest, so I think I'm still a bit underrated because since the past U.S. Championship, the only other top tournament I played was the Grand Swiss. So I think that my strength and my improvement will be reflected as I compete in more strong events like the U.S. Championship and like the World Cup. Because other than that, I'm not sure what my next class event is, but I'm sure that I'll continue on an upward trajectory.
Absolutely. And speaking about the Grand Swiss, you almost qualified for the candidates tournament. Like, what can you say about it, about this event?
Yeah, obviously it's a very difficult event with only 2 spots and so many strong players. So going into the event, it's not like no one is a favorite to win. No one is expected to win. If you don't, if you don't make it, it's really, not entirely in your control. Of course, up until the last game, I didn't have a single worse position in 10 games. Okay, there was a slight mishap in round 1, but it was a stupid blunder. And then, anyways, the play was quite controlled and quite solid with a very nice win against Prague, who had an amazing year. So I would say that it's a reflection of my skill. Of course, the last round position was quite unfortunate. Having to win with black against Anish, it was, considering how the way the opening went, it was all very unfortunate, but a learning, a moment to learn nonetheless. And, hopefully that strength leads to other opportunities.
Absolutely. Thank you, Hans, for being here today, and actually welcome back to St. Louis Club, to the new Open St. Louis Club, and all the best of luck for you in the next rounds.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Hans. Thank you, Anastasiya. And Maurice, jump right into it, because you wanted to show